Welcome everyone to another dividend video. Today we'll be tackling Tritax Big Box REIT. I love their ticker symbol BBOX, so we'll be addressing them as BBOX for the rest of the video. But listed in the London Stock Exchange, they are currently being traded at 176 pence, so £1.76, and for our friends across the water, just a little over $2.20 maybe, something like that. I don't know the exchange rate today, but looking into it, they are a investment trust, a real estate investment trust, so a REIT that invest in big box distribution centers. So if you want to know what that looks like, I actually brought one up. There you go, big box. So just a massive box. That's what the building looks like. It's for distribution channels, the likes of Amazon, B&Q, Morrison's, Tesco's. Any massive retailer always has their distribution channels and centres, kind of like that concept art there. They more or less, a lot of them look exactly like that. Let's bounce back here. We're going to have a wee look at their recent stock performance. Now, obviously, back in the pandemic, they were down at a tasty £1. If you picked it up then, they skyrocketed almost to £2.50 in April of 2022. They're currently down at 176, which previously they were only down there back in March of 2021. So either that could be a good sign to buy in with their very modest 3.89% dividend yield. And going more into it, they are probably going to feature in my UK dividend portfolio. Another fantastic company. I did have Land Securities, ticker symbol LAND. They were more the commercial side. Tritax here is more the distribution logistics side of REITs. And to be perfectly honest, I'm very impressed with the business that I've seen so far. So we'll be delving right into it. In the past 5 years, they are up 25%, although in the last year down 24%. So it might be a time to buy in for myself personally. So I'll definitely be having a look at them. Let's continue on to their website. This is the investor side of their website here, over here. You can find everything from their financial results, regulatory news, share price, and dividend information alongside anything else you could want. We are going to go through one of their presentations very briefly, just to see the main points, main selling points for them, if you would like to see. Let's have a wee look. And what's their market? So they're focused in an attractive growing subsector. So the modern logistics market is still in its relative infancy. Obviously, you know, e-commerce is growing year on year. I think later down, they actually mentioned the growth of e-commerce, which is a massive boon, obviously, to a company like Tritax here. Let's have we bounce back to the top. I want to have a look at their portfolio. Very important to see where exactly Tritax have all their, their properties. So if we zoomed out, if we zoom out here, they are primarily based in England, but I think they've one or two. So there's a customer, for example, the Stobart Group, big logistics firm. You see plenty of their lorries running about in Carlisle. They've got Amazon Durham, Amazon Darlington, Morrison's. They've got New Look and Symmetry Park. What's that? Just a bit of land. Not too bad. Brakes. Not too sure who Brakes are actually, but more Morrison's, more Brakes, more Amazon. So as you can see, gives you a bit of an idea. Although we're going to have a wee look at their customers here, and there is quite a few more. Let's have a wee nosy here. So the likes of Sainsbury's, Ocado, M&S, Tesco's, Next, Morrison's, DHL, L'Oreal, Amazon, TK Maxx, B&Q, just to name a few there. And to my knowledge, most of their properties are occupied at the moment. Well located, modern, obviously for logistics, you have to be ahead of the game to attract the likes of Amazon and B&Q and whatnot. Innovation, obviously a great wee thing. And then sustainability, I would say the majority of these new buildings are built to a very, very high standard. Solar panels, I'm sure everything is committed to getting the net zero carbon, as plenty of these companies are trying to get to. Let's see, what else have we got? Presentation, there we go. So I'll have the investor section and the link to the presentation in the description. Very useful a very, very useful tool for anyone to have just a quick overview. Of course, they are trying to sell you their company. That is kind of half the point of these presentations, but very useful. So they had a record letting activity of 18 million rent per annum secured. Powerful ongoing structural drivers. They are continuing growth. Financial strength, though, significant headroom of long-term debt. Again, another fantastic thing, and resilient income, which is good for the current economic climate that we are heading into. Let's have a wee look here at this. So on this wee graph, you can see their net rental income has increased 16% from last year, and operating profits also up 5%. More importantly for all of us, their dividend per share is up 5% as well. Happy days. Things you just love to see. Now, let's jump on over here to Dividend Max, one of my favourite websites for having a wee look into companies such as this. So I'll give you the breakdown here. Their next dividend went X 19 days ago. For anyone relatively new, I will explain what that means. Ex-dividend date is the date that you must own the share in order to be entitled to receive the dividend into your brokerage account, which is then paid in on the pay date. Declaration date, that's the day they just announce what is the dividend amount and when it will be paid. Let's see here. They typically pay 4 dividends per year, excluding specials, which tend to be one-off if profits have been fantastic or they've sold off part of a business. That's when a company may do a special one. And dividend cover, their dividend cover is quite good. So if you had 100 shares, that would be 100 times £1.7, £176. If you had 1,000 shares, it would be £16.75. Not bad. As I said, my savings account last year, if I had £1,000 in it, probably would have given me £1 if I was really lucky. 50 pence maybe at a push. But this would be providing me with £16.75 every quarter, which for me personally is something that I definitely had to have a wee think about, which is why I love dividend investing. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. It's simply me asking questions. The best thing you can do is always ask questions. You never know what you might learn. Now, let's have a wee nosy here. They did declare a slightly higher dividend from the previous year, so it's good to see them increasing. They were increasing year on year until the pandemic. It dropped about 6%, but it's back up this year 5%. So the intention is that they will continue to grow that dividend. Now, at £1.76 and having a high of £2.50, would it be a good time for me to jump in? Could well be, lads. Could well be. But I'm moving over to my brokerage here. So this is Trading 212, the platform that I personally use. So you can see here, it was February last year that they were at the amount that they currently are. And obviously having a high point of £2.50 is not bad whatsoever. Let's scroll on down here. Market cap of 3.42 billion. Pay ratio of 3.32. I don't think that's entirely right. I think it's a little higher than that. But their pay ratio is actually quite small for the industry that they are in. Revenue 184 million. As I said, sometimes with Trading 212, even Dividend Max, you must check a few websites to see what is the real statistic. But at a yield of 3.75%, it is quite attractive, I must say. Also, their overall cash flow has been increasing year on year, and they've been spending quite a bit in investing. Again, all fantastic things considered, and nothing I like to see more than increased operating cash flow. If a business can generate cash flow, dividends keep flowing. That is simple maths and a great wee model to follow on. But yes, lads, that is Tritax Big Box REIT explored. So let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. I'm going to have a wee bit more of a deeper look into it myself, just through some of the stats and comparing them to several of their, I would say, competitors. I don't think they have an absolute direct competitor in the UK. I must have a wee look into that. But they are in a great position, and the stock price is extremely eye-watering, to say the least. So, may feature. But yes, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is it a stock that is part of your own portfolio? And if so, why did you buy into it? When did you buy into it? all these interesting questions. It'll be great to hear your opinion in the comments section below. Thank you for joining me, as always, lads, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.